The next gen Forza Motorsport game has a lot of new stuff. Let's talk about it. Welcome to Clean Tech, home of daily technology news and reviews, and today we're going to be talking about the next generation of Forza Motorsport. Today's video is brought to you by Clean Phone. More on them at the end of the video. So as per the headline, here's a fresh look at the next generation of Forza Motorsport coming in 2023. Microsoft showed off its next big racing game at a developer live stream. Let's jump right in. The next Forza is called, Forza Motorsport. The next mainline game in the series is coming to the Xbox Series X, S, and PC sometime in 2023. Microsoft made the announcement at a developer showcase while also showing off a fresh trailer, which we're going to take a look at in just a second here. Developer Turn 10 Studios describes it as, quote, the most technically advanced racing game ever made. At launch, the game will include over 500 cars and will feature all kinds of nitty-gritty details like realistic dirt accumulation and paint chipping. There will also be 20 environments, including 5 that are brand new to the series, like one set in South Africa and, quote, fully dynamic weather and day/night cycles. For graphic nerds, the game will be rendered at 4K at 60 frames per second and will, of course, include ray tracing support. You can get a sense of all the changes and upgrades in the trailer above. It's been a long time coming for the next mainline Forza. The game was first teased in 2020 at a big Xbox showcase, but we haven't heard much about it since then. Forza Motorsport 7 launched in 2017 on the Xbox One and PC, while the well-received spin-off Forza Horizon 5 hit the Series X and S and PC in 2021. Now, in terms of what you should expect for this next mainline entry, a complete graphical overhaul, so it's gonna look a lot better, it's gonna sound a lot better, because just how they engineered the audio behind it. The mechanics, the physics of the game itself, such as ray tracing, how collision works, how dirt accumulation, how car damage works, like the whole thing has just been a complete overhaul. And after looking at the trailer, I can go ahead and safely vouch, based on what they've shown, obviously, that it is something that we're seeing for the very first time in any racing simulator. Let's go ahead and take a look at some of the details that they mentioned in the video. We're obviously gonna go ahead and just peek through it. So all three things that I mentioned, graphics, audio, and physics or the mechanics of the game, like the dynamic weather is obviously making a return, from what I could tell thus far, and it's gonna look about as close to real life or authentic like that as possible, and they have pretty much the same goal in terms of the audio and the feel of the game as well, or the physics or the mechanics or whatever you want to call it. Forza has been one of the biggest racing simulators out there, and it's been a pretty good one at that, no doubt. But then again, that's kind of the thing with like most showcases, with a lot of games, a lot of big projects that we've seen over the years, Cyberpunk being one such example, where the hype is there, the buildup is there, the promises are made, but then when it comes to delivering the final product, sometimes it's just not up to par. You're shown one thing, and then at the end you get something that's totally and completely different. And I really hope that Microsoft doesn't end up, or I should say 10 Studios doesn't end up doing that in the case of Forza, because I really love the franchise, and I'm sure there's like a big following of the franchise as a whole, globally speaking. Obviously, tons and tons of people that I personally know, love the franchise, and I'm sure that reach extends even further beyond my circle. So yeah, definitely liking what I see. If they nail it, it's gonna be absolutely amazing. Definitely a first in the whole racing sim niche. But yeah, you can't really go and do like a whole lot more. There's not a whole lot of room left for improvement, I believe, in terms of like visuals and audio and like just the whole thing. There's not a whole lot of room left, like you can pick up, I don't know, Forza Horizon 5 at this point, and like that game is just a complete spectacle to the eye. And then there's obviously Forza Motorsport 7, and then this one being the next generation of Forza Motorsport, obviously taking advantage of the new hardware that it has access to. And so in the grand scheme of things, I guess you could call it incremental, the updates or the upgrades, but like they all just come together and contribute to like a much more amazing experience. So I guess, yeah, Microsoft, you're doing a pretty good job on that front. Just don't disappoint us. But yeah, those are just some of my thoughts on it. Let me know yours down in the comment section below. Clean Phone is the perfect phone for your kids because it allows you to manage everything on the phone remotely. It has tons of amazing features, such as easily allowing you to pick and choose which apps and games your child can use, provides you access to active phone monitoring, including SMS and phone call usage, allows you to control how long and how often your kids can use apps or the internet. You can even check their call and SMS logs, including inbound and outbound calls and messages, and it is the perfect way to manage their screen time. Check them out in the description box down below. Thank you so much for watching, and you have a great day.